fundamental essence of Tantric Ascension, inspired by our mentor, David Deida, is that there's 3 stages of life and consciousness. For simplicity's sake, we can subdivide that into many, many stages. We can make it 10, we can make it 50, but for the sake of communication, 3 stages. The first stage is that when we are in a me moment. What type of moment? Me moment. So that means you're feeling that your partner or someone or somebody else is not giving you what you want. Who's had those moments? Everyone has those moments. We have them many times during the day. It's the feeling that somehow they need to complete something for us. And if they're not doing it, you get upset, you get angry, maybe you get triggered by, they don't love me, or I don't feel loved by you, or all of those energies can come up. And when you're in those energies, guess what? When you're in that space, it just keeps magnifying, because that very thing you put out, that you radiate, makes your partner go, I don't need more of that. Then this person goes, oh my goodness, they don't love me even. And then it creates more and more and more of this rift. Who knows what I'm talking about? Oh, she doesn't give me enough of this. He doesn't give me enough of this. She doesn't give me enough of this. It could be a first stage moment. Is not just for lovers. It could be with your children, your friends, colleagues, workers, the world. The government is not giving us what we're supposed to get.
And also, when you're in a me moment, you're dependent on the other person. You're in dependency mode. So you are depending on them for your survival on some level.
Or your happiness. Or pleasure.
You're depending on them, so you're holding on to them. There's a grip on your partner. And in that grip on them and the grip in you, you can't feel. You can't feel from that place. You can't even see. You can't tell that they're even there.
Because it's about you. Your consciousness is on you. So that's a first stage moment. At times, on purpose, we will elicit, if it doesn't happen anyways, first stage energy. Because it's going to happen when you leave here.
It's good to be conscious of it.
We want you to become intimate with the arising of it. Oh, okay? And then learning to transform that into another space. Okay? Very powerful skill. How many would like that? Very powerful. Okay, the second stage of consciousness is when I'm looking up for you, you're looking up for me. Right now we're having a second stage talk. I'm laying the foundations, I'm giving you the boundaries. Suzanne and I are telling you what our intention is, what we're going for. We're laying out some fundamentals to have a solid ground base. And in a second stage relationship, I treat Suzanne as my equal. Not in the first stage like the 1950s of she's someone to provide me pleasure and food and take care of everything. She's not she's not there for my use, is in the first stage, which is an old school energy, okay? Still there in most of the world, transforming in North America and Europe, but still there in most of the world, okay? So the second stage is we, collaboration, sharing, 50-50. It's a spiritual advancement, a growth in consciousness from me. Your range of heart, your range of care, your range of influence, your range of decision making includes a wider feeling base. You're feeling more than my needs. You're feeling what are our needs. How many of you would agree that's more elevated? Okay?
You know, and it's always checking in. It's checking in. So if we want to go somewhere, I'll check in with Satyan about it. What do you think about that? And he'll check in with me. Well, what do you think about that? And we'll come to an agreement on things. A lot of things we can come to agreement about. We can sit down and we can discuss it. And there's lots of opportunities to discuss different things in life. You know, whether you're in a couple or you're not in a relationship, you can discuss. A lot of discussions. Discussions are good. Then you can come to an understanding. It's good to understand rather than just, I'm the one who's making the decision and that's it, I don't care about you. Instead, it's, let's talk about things. Let's have a forum. Let's get together. Let's speak about what's important.
It's also about the sharing of pleasure. Sharing circles. group circles, hugging circles, holding circles, those type of things are all designed to feel the parts in our psychophysiology which didn't get the love, the touch, the tenderness, appreciation that perhaps we yearned for more of when we were young. And so that unlived, ungiven energy, less than fully satiated, is still lingering in our space. So we seek it from the world. Lovers, partners, work, movies, TV, food, colleagues, God, religion, whatever. We seek that to be either filled, if you're more feminine, or the feminine parts of you. And there's a part of us which seeks more freedom. And we do that unconsciously when we go from the first to second stage. We do it and we say, okay, let's do it in a way that serves each other. Now, excellent. We're not going to be doing that this weekend. That'll be the foundation of it. That's a healthy foundation. Healthy balance is the beginning. We're going to go for serving each other profoundly to goddess-God realization. In the third stage, you open beyond the needs of self, beyond the needs of we, and you allow yourself to surrender and become a conduit of the great force that's ever living us. We open wide enough so that our love embraces everyone here. How you breathe affects everyone. How I breathe. If I was teaching like this, you know, a friend showed me this Tantra teacher on YouTube, and he was speaking like this, and his mouth was going like this, and he was like this, and like this, and like everything was collapsed, and there was no feeling attention outward. It's a draw. How would you sit if everyone's breath, everyone's life, everyone's liberation here, at least here, maybe too ambitious at this stage to say the world, how about this weekend that we offer ourselves to that depth of capacity, which is sainthood. It's Mandelahood. It's like that level of embrace. Now, if it brings up anything in you, because it certainly brings up something in me, how do I do that, right? Can I have that depth? Can I maintain that for 3 days? Can I have that level of offering and embrace? No, you can't, because you're not trained in it. We've been trained to me, and now a little bit of we. So we're going to be training you to go to that ascension, that total inclusion. And when you do that, you watch what happens. I can tell you that the experience will be profound.